Okay, I think it's recording. Hey guys, so wanted to make a video about my experience in Mr. Pakistan World 2014. So let me begin with saying it was a great experience. I made some awesome friends. The camaraderie that I got from that experience is unparalleled. It's one of the best, I can say it's one of the best moments I had in my life. Um, really met new people, opened new perspectives, and the main reason I actually entered this competition was not only to challenge myself and to show that Pakistanis are just more than the guys you see in Dewan dancing with their hands up, but to the fact that I really stepped out of my comfort zone, right? I'm interacting with people that I don't normally interact with, normal guys that want to have fun, that like to dance, that are very social. Whereas me, that I'm not that. I'm most of the time I'm really serious. I'm more a lot focused on what I want to achieve in life. So the main reason I actually did this competition is to step out of my comfort zone and mold myself into a fact that I can adapt to basically anything I want to. And that was one of the primary reasons why I entered the competition. The second one is obviously because I felt that I was a complete package, and as a result, I did win Mr. Perfect 10, and that was one of the things I know I was gonna win anyways. Now the competition itself, I felt that the competitors need to be more prepared for it because this was a more of a modeling thing, right? So I understand that. I know that I wasn't the best looking. That there's a couple of really handsome guys there that are really good looking and and have done fashion shows prior. So for them, obviously they were much better candidates than me. But at the same time, a lot when you compete in anything, whether it's physique, whether it's any academics, whether it's anything, you have to be prepared. And I felt that not a lot of competitors were prepared, at least from the guys' side. The girls' side, yes, they were more prepared, so I kind of had the respect. But if they want to compete at a higher competitions, they're gonna have a lot of difficult time just because they don't know how to prepare mentally and physically, and just even talking, and that's gonna be problematic. So I felt that if I was to win that, then this would have opened new doors for me to either compete in Mr. Earth, Mr. Musclemania, or anything like that. I would have been much more prepared because I know that I'm competing with the best of the best, right? So at that point, I felt that that's one of the reasons I felt that I was the best candidate as an overall package. As modeling once, I mean, there are guys that have been doing fashion shows much more than me, have experience than that, and they're modeling type, whereas I am just more of a I couldn't compete with them at that level, which is fine. I think looks are very subjective as it is now. Um, what else? It was a good experience. The one of the things I really got into was dancing at that point, and it's just when I started dancing, I'm very rigid on my upper body, as most people know. So, really helped loosen my body. Also, my dance instructor was a great mentor for me, and it allowed me to really say that Pakistanis are really diverse in their ethnicities, and it wasn't even Pakistan. One thing that I'm going to state is thank you to all the Indian sponsors who actually sponsored our Pakistani show. It is it is appalling to say that no Pakistanis, and I kid you not, no Pakistani sponsors or companies or organization or vendors actually sponsor our event. It was sponsored by all Indians. So thank you, Indians, for showing us respect and giving us financial incentives to run a show. I mean, I don't have words to say to that, and that speaks measures for how the Indian community is compared to the Pakistani community. That's sad that Pakistanis are being sponsored by Indians, but it's the sad reality of of life. So as I can say, overall, it's a great experience. I do feel that okay, and another thing is I don't know if they were trying to test us, but there were times where they would make us do something, and I wouldn't say it's a Pakistani show, right? They're trying to embed so many westernization aspects to it. Now, I'm all for assimilation and stuff like that because I'm a pretty assimilated individual, and I've been conservative all my life, and I would say that I'm pretty moderate at this level. But the show is not about if you can take your shirt off or if you want to walk in a bikini for girls. It's about how Pakistani are you, or what can you bring. What values of a Pakistani can you show to the world? I think it should be more inclined towards that. It shouldn't. But what it really told me was that, hey, you have the looks. If you're a sex icon or if you got the body, let's put you in a show. And it should not be like that. You shouldn't change people or change people's morals in respect of that, because Pakistanis themselves, we should value our culture, we should value our equity. we should value the fact that our culture brings diversity and roots, moral roots to other shows. So that's one thing I felt. And then the last thing I would conclude with is that if you're trying to compete in an overall package where you have the brains, you know how to carry yourself, you know how to talk, then the show is not for you. It's more for a modeling thing. And I realized that later, but again, it was something I just wanted to compete in, break out of my comfort zone. I understood that I was not the best individual there as looks wise, but overall package wise, I really felt I was the best. But again, that's very subjective, and every competitor will tell you that. That's just how a competitor's mentality. Every competitor wants to win, right? It doesn't matter what show they're entering. So overall, good experience. I just wish that it was more inclined towards people with a complete package, people who know how to carry themselves. Because when you walk into the stage and you don't know how to talk, which most guys don't, or they don't prepare for it, you just look foolish. And I felt like I answered people on the spot because I take that much pride on preparation, understanding Pakistani knowledge, understanding what goes on in the realm of Pakistan, and the politics that surround the realm. So, great experience. Thank you for watching the vlog. I'm really grateful, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.